Okay, we're going to do the June 2012 variant 3-2. You work for a company called Extreme Adventure Holidays. You have 37 employees and they use a spreadsheet to record hours worked and their pay. All currency values are recorded in euros with 2 decimal places. Use a suitable software package, load the file j12staff.csv. So you go into your work folders, June 2012 paper 3, variant 3-2, and you look for the file J12 staff. Here it is. Double click it and it will open in Microsoft Excel. I'll make the column slightly larger so I can see all the information. There we go. So add the text week 29 left aligned in the header and your name, center number, candidate number right aligned in the header. So let's do that first. So we go to insert, header, footer. So left align is going to be week 29. Then right line will be your name, center number, and candidate number. Step number 8, in the footer you need the text last edited on with today's date and time, and that has to be in the center. So I'm going to go to the footer, click in the center, and last edited on, I'll click on current date and current time. Then I click on the spreadsheet, view, and normal. Scroll back up. The header footer is now complete. Merge cells A1 to G1 so they become a single cell. So I select cells A1 to G1, click on home, merge cells. I got to make the font of the text 24 point and a serif font which is Times New Roman. The cell also has to have a grey stripe background. So I'm going to change the size to 24. The font I'll change to Times New Roman, and the background has to be striped. So I right click, format cells, I go to fill, I choose a fill pattern which is grey, and the pattern style I choose stripes. Press OK. There we go. Format cells B4 to B7 to be currency. Okay, so I select cells B4 to B7, right click, format cells, choose the number, currency, and from here I will find euros. He's told me in the question all money has to be displayed as euros. So there we go, euro. Okay. Save the data model and print a copy of cells A3 to B18 only, showing the values. Make sure the contents of the cells are fully visible and it fits on a single portrait page. So I select cells A3 to B18. So A3 to B18. Click on the office icon, print. I choose selection, go to preview, click on page setup, it's portrait, everything fits on a single page, press OK. I will print the spreadsheet, then I close print preview. In cell D22, use the lookup function to show the job description. Use the code column for the lookup value and the job codes for the lookup array. This function must include absolute and relative referencing and must not use a named range. Okay, so in cell D22 we've got to use a function. I click in cell D22 and basically what we have to do, we have to look at these names in this table, and when there's a match we show the second column. Okay, I do it through the insert function, and I type a VLOOKUP. Click on VLOOKUP and press OK. So my lookup value would be A22. I click in table array, and my table array would be the job codes. Job codes has to be in $signs. You've got to keep them fixed. So in my job codes table, I want to show the second column, and I want it to be an exact match. I press OK. Let's have a look at the formula. Equals VLOOKUP, my lookup value A22, my table array A10 to B18. I show the second column, and it has to be an exact match. Double click, and it fills it down to the bottom of the spreadsheet. Okay, I'll make this column now slightly larger so you can see all the values. In cell F59, use a function to calculate the average number of hours worked by all employees. So in cell F59, so over here, I've got to find the average hours. So I type in equals average, and I will select column F. I press enter, and this is the average number of hours. I round this off to 2 decimal places. There we go. Use the cells A4 to B7 to create a named range called rate. So cells A4 to B7. Scroll back up, click on cells A4 to B7. In here, I type in rate and then press enter. Show evidence you have created this name range. So 2 ways you can do this. You can click on formulas, name manager. So this over here shows I've made rate, refers to, and make it slightly bigger. These cells, I can print screen this, and I can put this into my evidence document, and I could crop the edges. In cell number 15, in cell G22, use a formula to calculate the pay for this employee. This will look up rate of pay from the named range rate and multiply by the number of hours worked. This function must not include absolute cell referencing. Okay, so it tells you would look up. So we know we're going to use a VLOOKUP. So let's have a. So we need to basically look up the pay code in the rates table and multiply the answer we get, which would be one of these values over here, by the hours worked. So let's do the VLOOKUP first. So I do it through the insert function method. VLOOKUP. Okay, it's VLOOKUP and okay. Alright. My lookup value is the pay code. My table array is rate. I want to show the second column in this table, and I want an exact match. I don't have to use absolute cell referencing because I made a named range. I press OK. So my VLOOKUP is working correct. Now, this employee gets paid £7.50 an hour. Okay, he's worked 10 hours. So I need to times this by hours worked. And let's have a look at the formula. So we do equals VLOOKUP. C22, which got the pay codes. I check this in the table rates. I show the second column in my rates table when there's a match found, and it has to be an exact match, and then times it by the hours worked. I double click so the formula is replicated all the way. I don't need the formula in this cell, so I delete it from there. So now we're going to format these cells into euros. So right click, format cells, currency, and I will find again the 0 and then press OK. In cell G60, use the formula to calculate the total weekly wage bill. Okay, so I'm going to click in cell G60. So I've got to basically sum up all their wages. So equal sum, and I select the pay column, and here we go. I've summed up the pay column to get the total of all the wages. Choose an appropriate format, so it's in euros. Save the spreadsheet, print the formula and functions in landscape orientation, make sure the contents are fully visible and fits on a single page wide. So you can't have more than 2 pages wide. So print the formula and functions. So I click on formulas and I click on show formulas. After that, I can double click on some columns to make sure everything fits neatly and I can see all my functions. Click on the office icon, print. Okay, active sheet, let's preview it. And you change the page to landscape, and it has to fit to 1 page wide, and I can have 2 pages tall. It hasn't told me how many pages tall, so single page wide only. So single page wide, press OK, and there we go. It's a single page wide and it fits on 2 pages tall. I press print, then I close print preview. Hide rows 3 to 18. Print the spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure the contents of the required cells are fully visible and print text fits on a single page wide again. So hide rows 3 to 18. So I select rows 3 to 18. Right click with a mouse and hide. Okay, this time I'm going to print showing the values. So I take off show formulas and I double click to make sure I can see the contents of all the cells and I can see all the headings as well. Click on the office icon, print, active sheet, let's preview it. Okay, it's a single page wide and 2 pages tall, so that's fine. I can see all the information. I print it, then I close print preview. So now we have to extract only the employees with the word ski in their job description and who have worked 25 hours or more. So we want to make an extraction. An extraction is a filter. So we click on a heading, data, filter. So in the job description, we want the word ski. So contains, text filters contains the word ski. I press OK. So that part is done correctly. And the next thing we want is we have worked for 25 or more hours. So hours worked, number filters, greater than or equal to, because we want to include 25. You press OK. And this is everyone who's got ski in their job description and has have worked 25 hours or more. Print the extract showing the values, make sure the contents are fully visible and fits on a single page wide. So you click on the office icon, print, active sheet, preview, fits on a single page wide, it's only 1 page. I will print it, then I'll close print preview. Okay, so that's the end of the question for spreadsheets. When I save my work, I save as an Excel workbook. Make sure you're in your work folders and I press save, and make sure you save your evidence document as well in your work folders. So the ICT course, that was June 2012, paper 3, February 3.2, and save your evidence document. So now we're finished, I can close my work.